8 amp hour. 3, 2, 1. G'day guys, 2022 is nearly at an end, but there's time for one more. I've got one of each of the Makita 40V batteries stacked up here, freshly charged, ready to go. And what are we going to do with them? Well, we're going to put them all onto this, the TW001G, the 3/4 inch high torque impact wrench from Makita, made in Japan. And what are we going to do with it today in this video? Well, we're just going to see if there's any difference between those batteries. We're going to use these Simpson strong tie 10-inch strong drive timber screws. And if we can't tell any difference with those, then maybe we'll ramp it up to these stainless ones and just see, if the 8 amp hour smashes much harder than the 2. So what we're expecting to see here, if they're all the same, well then that'll be the same. But if the 8 is significantly better, it will drive the screws in further before it starts impacting. Once an impact wrench or impact driver starts impacting, it's because it is struggling to have enough torque to drive that screw. The impact, of course, helps. So this should be able to drive the screws in much further than this, one would think, without having to impact. That's what we're about to test. So we'll start with the 2 amp hour and a 10-inch strong drive screw and see how we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Well, it felt to me like the 2.5 did really well in that test, and the 4 I think impacted first. It's a little hard to tell, I haven't watched the footage yet, but yeah, the 2.5 seemed pretty good. We're going to have to take it up a notch and move on to these stainless Simpson strong tie, strong drive timber screws. These are much girthier. These are 7mm in diameter, whereas the last ones are only 5 something. So much bigger test. These are going to impact pretty much right from the start, so it'll be interesting to see who is quickest with one of these. 4, 2, 1. 1. Once again, the 4 amp hour just not quite cutting it, eh? Not keeping up with the 2.5. The 2 and the 4 were pretty similar, so might as well use a 2, eh? I mean, you'll only get half the runtime, obviously, but it's a lot lighter. This battery, very good. The 5 and the 2.5, about the same, and the 8 smashed it in that test, and yeah, the 8 is the quickest with the harder to put in screws. So once it needs a bit more power, a bit more torque, that's when the larger batteries usually shine through. But the 2.5 beat the 4 in both tests, and it's something I've seen time and time again, the 2.5 amp hour battery being better than the 4, although sometimes that's not the case. And of course it's not the case in really high drain tools. So if you are using a large angle grinder, for instance, you're using a concrete cutter, using the large chainsaws, then the 4 amp hour will do better than this, because this won't overheat as much as this. So yeah, it depends, you know, right battery for the right tool, for the right application, for the right job, you know. And that battery is not the right battery for this tool, for that job, as far as I'm concerned. You might as well use something much lighter like the 2.5. It'll get the job done. You'll just have to change the batteries more often. I would far rather have to change the batteries more often and have lightweight and less size and all that sort of stuff. At some point you've always got to change a battery, right? So anyway, that was just a bit of fun, just to see if there was any difference or much difference, or what sort of differences there were. You can decide from that what battery you think's the best for you, and I will see you all next year. There's me damn phone. Okay, where you go, phone. Next year I'll probably take a couple of weeks off, right? I'll see you sort of about the middle of January. So have a good Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, all that stuff. And thanks for watching in 2022. And the beginning of 2023, I think, is going to be pretty cracker. So if you haven't already subscribed, well then, you know what to do. And like and all that stuff. And yeah, have a good one. Eat, drink, and be merry, as they say. Cheers, guys and gals. See you later. Fuck that.